Oh yes. Oh my god. That makes me so happy. Hello guys, welcome back to TierSpec TV. I want to start off this video by saying a huge thanks to all of you for 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I don't think that is a milestone we ever thought we would hit, but we have, and it is all thanks to you guys. And this video marks the start of our 10,000 subscriber celebration. And although this may seem like a pretty ordinary backdrop for a 10,000 subscriber celebration video, I can assure you that Nisse in just a moment is about to come round the corner behind you with a vehicle he has purchased for our 10,000 subscriber celebration, and I have no clue what it is. However, I have just sent him a text message saying that I am ready, and he is on the other side of that barn in the main farmyard, and he is going to come round in a second with whatever this vehicle is, and I don't have a clue what. So let's wait and see. 3, 2, 1. Oh yes. Oh my god. That makes me so happy. Okay guys, I have a feeling you're gonna like this. What? Don't say anything, just come over here. I was hoping it was going to be one of those. Yeah, and that was kind of what I was hoping for. So, without further ado, boys and girls, say hello to the TierSpec TV Discovery 2. Okay, so I have about 1 million questions now, but I think the people watching are going to have 1 million more. So I'm not going to say anything, just tell us what the story is with this and basically everything about it. Because like this is completely new to me as well as the people watching.
Yeah, well, I went on the Interballs once again and got a new car, which happens when I go on the internet and find something interesting. Find a guy who was asking questions about his Discovery. On a Land Rover, Danish Land Rover Club forum, asking a bit about how much was it worth if it has gone so and so long and blah blah blah. But he hadn't put it up for sale yet, so I messaged him, and about 4 days later he replied and said that yes, he was thinking about selling it. And I said, alright, that's pretty cool, can I go and have a look at it? He said, yeah, sure. So I went ahead, had a look at it, and I really liked it because there's absolutely pretty much no rust in the whole frame. The rear end have been converted from the airbags to springs, which means you're not gonna come in and find a flat suspension. And just all in all, it looked pretty good. And then after Christmas passed and we're coming up to New Year now, he then said that it all of a sudden stopped because the gearbox stopped working. I said, oh, well, that's not very good. And then I contacted LOF clutches, LOF clutches, and Ashcroft gearbox guys, and had a look and see what their prices are. Then I dropped the price accordingly to that, so he would get less for it, but I have to pay the same for the car as I normally would, because I need to do all the repairs. Unless we find something else that's completely wrong with it.
Yeah, so just to clarify, this doesn't drive, does it?
No, it starts and runs very good, but it doesn't move.
But the gearbox is busted?
Yeah, the gearbox is busted.
Because I was going to say, it is quite a fitting introduction for a TierSpec TV vehicle. For it to arrive on a trailer, despite the fact it is our 10,000 subscriber celebration, it's still arriving on a trailer.
Yeah.
So...
Well, it did run about 48 hours ago on the highway.
Well, if we'd filmed this 48 hours ago, that would have been lovely, but
yeah.
That wasn't the way it happened.
Then we could probably caught it on film when it blew up the gearbox.
Now that would have been a bang for our celebration.
But yeah, otherwise than that, it's a 2000 model.
2000, okay.
TD5 Discovery 2 has gone 210,000 kilometers, which is
That's
really
actually
it's pretty
like,
good compared
for Danish used cars and Danish used Land Rovers. That's low. Like it is a ridiculous distance. But if you want an old Land Rover that isn't ridiculously expensive in this country, it's going to have 200,000+ kilometers. I mean, mine's done almost 300,000.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's plenty of life left in it yet.
And
so
it does sound very healthy when you start the engine up. No weird sounds, no clunking, no fussing from the manifold maybe being warped. But we still have to take the lines off to see if the turbo is completely...
Is it stock original turbo?
Yeah, completely stock as it is now. I have absolutely no idea what kind of service history it has had, but I know it has had 3 owners, where 2 of them was father and son, which were both Land Rover enthusiasts. And then the owner I picked it up from had it for only about 4 months. Then you have to sell it because something changed in his life and something. I don't want to dig any more into it because I don't know it. And then I went ahead and picked it up. So I am the proud 4th owner of it now. It had some issues. There's a hinge on the other side which is gone. We need to replace all the hinges on the back door because they are completely gone. Steering box leaking, gearbox leaking.
Well, gearbox is
it's
more than leaking, it's just broken.
So we have some jobs on it, but it is in working condition, and you got MOT as well. It got MOT April this year.
It's okay, so 2 years to go.
Yeah, 2 years to go until next one. It has a tiny bit of rust on the roof, right up there where the wheels go up on the top there. Not because it's gone through it yet, it's just like bubbling a bit on the surface, and that's really the only bit I can see. When you open the doors you can see all the way around, looking very good, frame's all good. It had a wax coating all its life, so we have to prep it for another wax coat when we get it running.
So what about plans for modifications? Are we doing remapping?
Remapping, definitely, maybe VNT turbo as well, VGT turbo.
So storm tuning? You will be on speed dial very soon.
Got another customer doing the EGR blanking, bigger intercooler.
There's lots of tough rock bits we can do as well.
Yeah, as well.
Mud flaps. They do a ton of interior stuff as well we can do.
Definitely do that. Because
tough rock and storm tuning and synchro gearboxes, LOF clutches, possibly. All these guys we're going to be working with once again to bring this up to speed.
And as well, it's going to be my daily driver now, so my V8.
Yeah, just explain that part as well, because I think a lot of people are going to be interested to hear that.
Some people are not going to like it, but the V8 is going into retirement now, as in retirement, as it will be sitting in the barn together with the other V8. We won't take the plates off it, so I can still take it out and drive it in the weekends, or go off-roading in it, because it is so cheap to have on plates. It's like half price of that to have on normal plates, because it's so old. But it's just very, very expensive in fuel, and I'm driving about...
it makes up for the cost of the fuel.
I'm driving about 1,000, maybe more than that each month, probably close to 2,000 kilometers each month back and forth to where I work. So that thing will be ideal for it. So I won't go completely nuts with 35-inch tires and everything, but I do want to get a winch on it.
Keep it sensible but modify
it. And maybe get some other wheels that look a bit better, maybe a bit wider.
I kind of like the wheels.
Yeah, I do that.
I like the stealthy finish to the whole thing. It's even got window tint.
It does.
You look like a drug dealer.
I have absolutely no idea what I have in the back. It's perfect.
Do we want to know? No, probably not.
No. Right now it's just spare parts.
So I think we should take a little walk around it and have a look at some of the features that this magnificent beast has.
So we're going to do a quick walk around, as we said. I'm going to point out a couple of things that I want to change, just nice things to know about him. First of all, we got this bumper here, which already got the outcut for a winch, but I haven't got any of the plating or the mounting brackets underneath it. So I'm going to get rid of that, the same with these headlights, and get one where pretty much this top bit here, so the A-bar or the bull bar is cut off. So going for a bit more stealthy look, and the headlights as well. Get the facelift ones, because the left headlight, as we see it here, is cracked. So I need to get new ones no matter what. You can probably see the drop arm in here from the servos completely soaked in oil, because the high pressure seal is gone, which should be an easy fix. If that doesn't work, I need to get a new steering box, which is a bit more expensive, but hopefully a new seal will fix that leak. But it's working as it should, it's just leaking a lot. Going down the sides, The first owners of it put a snorkel on it, which is pretty cool. So we could go bathing if you want that in water. The inside of it looks pretty clean. As I said, it had wax coating, so the frame's all good. But I do want to get a wash down, have a proper look at it, and then start prepping it for a new coat here this winter, hopefully. The hinge that's broken is inside here. As you can see, it has made a nice dent into the door, which I want to get looked at, because it is the driver's door. It's quite noticeable seeing it, but it's just a little weld inside to weld on the bracket again. Shouldn't be a big job. As pointed out, the rear windows are tinted. Pretty cool. Can't see all the dead bodies I got in the back. All these ones need to get replaced. These two should be the same. Lower brackets, and we've got one on top, I think. Or maybe this is the top. I'll have a look at it. But they're quite cheap and quite easy to replace. It's just pretty much 6 bolts holding all together. It's just a swap, an easy swap, really. Got these lights here. I've never ever seen them turn on. I don't know if there is a button for them, or we might just have to take them off because they look kind of old. Reversing lights. Again, got another dent here. Don't know where it comes from, but it is a Land Rover. It has been used a bit. It's locked. It's also locked. Unlocked. Looks pretty clean from the inside, and you see around here there's absolutely no rust whatsoever around this bit, even though they're kind of covered up with plastic bits. Take those out, there's no rust. The same goes underneath the door here, which is also a very nice place for rot to collect, but there's absolutely nothing in it. Which was my main thing to look after, was rot in the frame and in the bodywork. But I think I found a pretty good example of that. And also a good running engine. Gearbox I can always swap out, but the engine is quite crucial that it works well. And this one is the one without any back seats in it, because it's cheaper in Denmark to have a car without back seats, and still we're gonna use it for projects and all the stuff we put in the back. We want as much space as possible, and if we need to transport people, we got 2 other 110s with 7-11 seating, I think. So that isn't the biggest problem in our world. I think we should go up and turn them on and open up into the engine and have a look, or maybe we can sit inside and have a look there and see what it looks like from the inside. We have now moved to the inside of the car. We got these nice seat covers on. I've actually haven't taken them off, so I have no idea what the seat's gonna look like. But otherwise than that, it's pretty much a standard Discovery 2. I wanted a Discovery 2 for doing all these long range travels, but I wanted it to be a Land Rover and be a 4-wheel driven, or like a 4x4. So therefore a Land Rover. The reason why I wanted it, because it got all these niceness things as cruise control. We got up here, we got ABS, we got traction control, and we got complete the 2-zone climate system with air condition and heat and everything. I don't think the air condition works that well. Probably have to get a service, and probably never had a service before, but we can definitely get that fixed. But yeah, it is very luxurious for an off-roader to be. I kind of see this one as the in-between of a Land Rover, or the Defender and the Range Rover, because you got the complete same drivetrain and the underneath of a Defender, but inside here it's just like luxurious like a Range Rover. So I kind of see like the in-between child. You get the best from both worlds. But you can try and see if he wants to start. I haven't started it this morning. He started just fine yesterday. And you haven't got the 3 amigos yet on this guy. So let's see.
That's very smooth.
That's the smoothest we have ever started a project car. But as you can see, now it's not in gear. If I try and remove the clutch, yeah, it engages in some kind of gear. We don't know what gear it is, and you really haven't got much of a first gear. Second gear, I can find that. Third gear. There. Fourth. Nope. Absolutely no fourth gear. And fifth and... yeah. Reverse. So something's wrong with the gearbox. I don't know if it's something to do with high and low range, I don't think it is. But I should be in neutral. Something's not right under there. Let's just keep the clutch in for now. Got windows. Sort of works.
Så jeg håber, du vil være med til at gøre den til et par festlige timer. Jeg skal bruge til og hjælpe mig.
It's a 3-part cup holder. So when you go to McDonald's and dang, I went with the biggest one possible. You can go like that. Boop. It's even bigger than that. You can go like boop.
It's a fat shaming cup holder.
Yeah, it does like that. I think it's in gear, like 5th gear or something.
Now what? What?
Automatic mirrors.
Automatic mirror.
Look at that one. You tell me I'm
This video is
excited.
basically two guys who are used to driving old, not very well equipped Land Rovers discover a car with very ordinary features like electric windows and automatic mirrors and get excited about it.
That's a lot of black smoke. That's a lot of black smoke.
So once again, a huge thank you to all of you for 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you think about how far we've come from where we started to now doing stuff like this, that is pretty damn cool. And I was secretly really hoping it was going to be a Discovery too when you told me that you had purchased something, and luckily it is. So hopefully you guys are equally as excited about this. This kind of marks, I guess you could say, like the next chapter or the beginning of the next chapter for TierSpec TV. And I know there's a lot of you out there who are Discovery owners or Discovery fans, and we've gotten up to 10,000 subscribers by only doing Defender and Series, really, plus some other bits and bobs. So Discovery is kind of the next bit. Obviously we'll still be doing what we do normally, and the TD5 Defender and Nisse's V8 90 will still appear on the channel, but we'll be doing this alongside that, plus the Creeper as well. So it's just another addition to all the bits we are already doing. But a huge thank you for the support over these years. It is still difficult for us to get our heads around it, and we look forward to the next part of this amazing journey. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.